Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an early start at Attingham Park. You can see I'm currently in the field. I am tedding this hay to the third stage even, which is semi-dry grass. This is not ready to actually be turned into hay. The reason we're doing this so early in the morning is because later on today we are going to come back and we are going to ted it once again into hay. Now, we will not bale it today, that will be a job for tomorrow most likely, but what we have to do today is more grass work, because we need some fresh grass that we can give to the cows, because fresh grass will top up several of their sliders at once, and that just makes things a little easier. We don't have to worry about giving them silage specifically, because if we put the fresh grass in, it represents 3 sliders including silage. So that is going to be the job once we have finished here, and then later on today we will of course move back here, do the final ted, and that will be hay that we can windrow up tomorrow and get it all baled. I'm fairly certain, I should have checked this before I started recording, I'm fairly certain we still have a baler on lease. I will check when I get to the end of this field. But yeah, it is now time to do a little time lapse and get this finished. It won't take too long, plus I already started. So see you in a sec.
You remember I asked you to meet in the middle. Now I'm here all alone again. You remember I call you. You were talking in riddles. Now you're lying to me again. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you. I only miss the illusion you pretended to be. I'm not acting crazy, I just said we're through. Baby, you gave a lot. What about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about? Oh, what about? Trust. How could I be so stupid when I got all the signs? I guess that is love. Now the red flags are lucid, and I know that I'll be fine. I guess that is self-love. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you. I only miss the illusion you pretended to be. I'm not acting crazy, I just said we're through. Baby, you gave a lot. What about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about? Oh, what about? Trust.
And we're done. Perfect. So, fold him up and we'll drop him off by the gate, because we now need to hop into our... we need to go and get our mowers, or mower, just the one mower, yes. We need to go and get our mower so that we can then get part of this grass here mowed, and that's what we're going to use for fresh grass. got the rear mower attached, so we're now going to get into this field. I think we will do the section that is real grass, as in the one I planted. That, I think, would make the most sense. But I want to... oops. I want to reverse back, try and get as much of this as possible. Can't get too much though, because I've got to get the windrower in there. So turn him on, drop him down, and try to drive forward. That would be useful. Oh, now this is without conditioner, correct? It is good. Good. Now you're going to have to excuse me because I am going to be mowing through cows, but that's just because they don't move out of the way. And I don't have any control over them at all. I cannot tell them where to go. They don't move if I ask them to. Move! Yeah, I went there. But they don't. So, yeah, I just have to kind of mow straight through them. Now, there's not going to be that much grass in this field, but there's going to be a little bit. Enough for us to make a few bales of fresh grass. I would like for us to buy another field that we can use for mowing, so that we have two. I think I've mentioned this before, I'm fairly certain I have. If we could have one field that we mow per year, that would be great. Or at least we can mow more than once a year maybe, but not all the time, if that makes sense. I don't want to be doing the same field 3 times in 1 year. That's not very good for the field, and it just depletes the nitrogen so much. Watching a few videos from farmers as well, they don't seem to be cutting it multiple times. I think Tom Pemberton, when I was watching him before, it was a very old video, I haven't watched him in a while, but I think he was doing a first cut that they were leaving on the field, and then a second cut, and that was it. And that seems like a fairly sensible way to go. Not, don't cut everything. Don't cut the same field 3 or 4 times a year, which obviously you can do on FS. But I don't think it's sensible to do that, really. So, we've got the right line, we have, good. We'll probably be even further over. Yes, we can, good. So we'll keep the wheels just here. Yeah. Now, there's going to be a lot of time-lapsing if I time-lapsed every job today. So, not going to do that. We're going to talk about what we're going to do with all the money we've got, which is not a massive amount, but it's pretty good. And I am going to keep flicking back so that I can keep an eye on the mower, make sure it's in the right place still. So, I mentioned before about buying that John Deere and putting a front loader on. And I said it will cost us $30,000. That is still what I want to do. We could do that now, because the $30,000, we could get the remainder by selling our Fiat. Our Fiat is worth about $15,000. Obviously, the longer I keep him, the less he's worth. But I think from one day to another, it's not that much. So that would be a good plan. Sell off the Fiat and buy the John Deere. That means then we'd have enough tractors to do the work around the farm. We've still got the JCB over at the biogas plant, which at some point we either need to replace or we need to buy that with the buy to lease mod. But that's not so urgent. I'm still investigating whether there's something that we could use as a replacement. I mean, there definitely are replacements, it's just which ones are decent, which ones are going to be value for money, because obviously if we could afford a brand new wheel loader or telehandler, then I wouldn't be discussing buying the one we've got. I'd buy a brand new one and just get rid of that JCB. But we can't afford that. We are not that flush. Telehandlers and wheel loaders do cost a lot. A wheel loader would be very useful over there because of the amount that we deal with. But I think it would only be useful if we had a substantial amount of silage that we were putting through, or a lot of different silage types. Now we could build a second bunker over there, so that we could do whole crop silage, grass silage and maize silage all in the same area, and then it's all directly next to the BGA where we can sell it. But that's kind of like a grand plan, I think. This was a challenge of how well we could do in 5 years. I think we're doing pretty well so far. We are more than a year now, I think. I'm pretty sure. I need to check, because the starting spring mod didn't come out until after I started this series. So I don't think I started in the spring. I think I started in the middle of the year. The default time that FS starts you off at if you're running seasons. So I think it's about a year that's passed, and it's going well. But we should be thinking about what the next upgrade is, and I think after the after buying the John Deere, which we might do today, after that, the next thing should be buying some of the equipment that we're currently leasing a lot. I know I just mentioned telehandlers, but we can cope with the lease costs of our telehandler. What we don't have is things like a second mower. This mower is also leased, but we don't have a front mower, which means we are doing mowing like this. It could be much quicker if we had a front mower as well, and if we had butterfly mowers at the back, it would be even quicker. There's also a baler, currently leasing a baler. The tedder, I think, is ours. The windrower is leased. We don't have a loading wagon at all. So we've got things that we still are having to lease on a fairly regular basis, or keep them on long-term lease. And those things, it would be very good to replace them, I think. But anyway, this is going very, very well, so I'm now going to finish this off camera, and when I'm done, I will be back. In fact, I'm going to windrow it and then come back and we'll do the baling. So I'll see you when it's all ready to be baled. Okay, I've got it all rowed up, which means it is time to actually do some baling. I think... oh, what size do I want? I think we're going to go with 150s. The first one, in fact, let's make the first one 125, because it's going to be straw, I think. No, it will be wet grass, good. So, let's start baling up. I'm not sure how quick it's going to dish out bales. It seems to be a decent speed. There we go, 3,000 litres to a bale. Okay, that is a bit lower than I was expecting, but as we're going to be picking these up with a front loader rather than with a telehandler, it's probably good if we don't have too much. I know the first one was 3,000. This one's 5. Okay, slightly strange. I'm sure the first one said 3,000. I'll double check when we're finished. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna get all of these baled up. We do have a bale trailer, so I think we'll do that just to get this collected quickly. Because there's going to be more. Yeah, there's going to be too many, I think, to do it by hand. Even if I go and grab the new John Deere now, it's just going to be too much. Yeah, so I'm going to get them all baled up, obviously. And for that, I think we will do a little bit of a time lapse. I'm not going to do the whole field on time lapse, so yeah, start now and see how far I get before I cut it.
If the past is gone, we're doing it wrong. If the past is gone, we're doing it wrong. season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it.
Lovely, lovely bales in the field. There's a fair few of them, although I'm not going to show you the total just yet. We're not going to be able to finish a full bale either. So we'll get this one emptied. There we go, and yeah, I don't think this is going to be a full one. It might be, but I'd be surprised. Excuse me, cow. Yeah, super, super realistic, driving straight through the cows. Mowing the field while the cows are lying in it. Yeah. Oh, so we are going to get another one. And then we definitely won't have enough for a third. Yeah, third one. If we do, I'll be amazed. I'll have to eat my words. And after this, I have decided I am going to go and buy the John Deere. So the Fiat has got to be driven all the way down to the shop, which is quite a long drive. And we've got 39.60 left in there. Now the baler is going to be needed for the hay, but we're not going to be baling the hay until next time, so it would make more sense for me to put the baler away, stop it getting, well, I was going to say damaged by the rain, but I suppose it's more just damaged by the elements. So we'll pop him in here. There you go. And I'm now going to disconnect him and head down to the shop with the Fiat. It's going to be a long drive, so we can sell the Fiat. See you down there. Here we are then. So we need to drive into this no entry sign. No entry, strictly no entry to workshop, all inquiries to the office. Okay, well, how am I meant to go and sell stuff there? Fool. We're going to drive in. Whoa. Preferably without smashing the wall, because that's going to make this guy worth a little bit less. So, out we get. We should, I hope, be able to sell him. Yeah, we can. So, should we repair him first for 679? Okay. And then we can sell for 17,882. Alright. So, close that. Now we can head into the office very quickly. I do not want to waste time because we've got other things to do. And we are going to head into the small tractor category. And where is he? It's this one? No, this one with the cab. So I said I'm not going to modify him in any way. He doesn't need anything, I don't think. Front weight. No, I don't really need a front weight because what I'm planning on doing is putting a rear weight on. Design, nothing. Front loader attacher, yes. John Deere. And in the future, if I do want to modify him, I can. But as he's just going to be a yard tractor, I think this is fine. So that's 22,000. And then head to the weights, yes. Now I do want to get a John Deere weight. Let's go with this, a 1.2 ton. That'll be good. So that's 1,200. And then front loaders. So these are the ones. Yep, because these are for specific tractors, not ours. So we want the one for, oh, now I don't remember. What did we just buy? We bought the 6300, which is 100 horsepower. Okay, 6300 for 100 horsepower. It's not this one, is it? No, it's not. 100 horsepower should be this one then. Now, I'm going to put him into John Deere Green, and let's go full. Yeah, so that's 8100 for that. And then we are going to need multiple front loader tools, but the first one that I would like us to get is going to be a bale spike, which we appear to have several models of. So we've got that bale fork. Oh, this big one. That's more square. Let's go with this. Or maybe this one. Super simple by the looks of it. Yeah, I think that will work well. Shame I can't modify it to also be John Deere green, but there we go. And that did actually leave us with some extra cash. Right, I'm going to get him hooked up because I need to take a screenshot. No, I don't. I'm going to take a screenshot when I'm back at the farm because I have a specific plan in mind. I'm going to get him hooked up and then head over to the farm. See you there. I was in such a hurry to get that baler disconnected, I forgot to show you how many bales we made. We made 17. I'm quite shocked that all in all 463 bales have been made in this series so far with 60 hours. Whew, okay. Yeah, so 17 bales we've got to collect, and the first one is here. Now I believe I could do 2 at once. That is what I'm hoping, but I'm not quite sure. It depends on how heavy they are, really. Let's see. I am not very good with bale loading. Ah yeah, the first one is smaller. But just no. Not able to do it. Alright, so let's go in here. Drop off a grass bale. At least it's not very far to go to do this. And that's gone. And if we head here, we can see that's not us, that's us. It has topped up base food and power food. Power food and moisture. Power food was on 0. So surprisingly, I think they're actually going to take all of these bales, maybe. That'll be a bit of a shock if they do. But I'm going to grab another one and see. So that first one is a small. It's only a 125, so it's 3,000 litres. These guys are all 5,000. And if I can do this correctly, if I line up correctly at least, they're not very wide bale spikes. Can I adjust them? No, I can't. Okay. I thought I might be able to. But I don't even know if you take the weight. But we're going to find out. We're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go. And I do need a thumbnail of this. Oh, I messed it up. It's quite difficult to get the aim right, I find. See? Once again, messed it right up. You know what? This is probably a better idea, isn't it? Let's put him down. See, even that I managed to screw up. Right. Let's try this now. Because this will be very good for the thumbnail as well. Alright. 10,000 litres. Perfect. Right, thumbnail time, and then we can deliver these. Alright, I've taken a thumbnail, so now we're going to go and get these delivered. 2 is a bit too much, I can see. He is struggling here. The weight on the back is helping, but this is too much. I think this is a very nice little purchase though. Very, very cheap. Really, really good for what we need. Oh, you see that? He really did not like that. And that's both bales gone. Yeah. He's topping up nicely. Okay. This is good. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch. I'm going to use the bale trailer, collect up as many as I can, and I'm going to see if we can deliver them directly from the bale trailer. So I'm just going to park him over here with the bale forks down, so nobody gets hurt. Right, let me grab those bales. 6 bales here, and I'm hoping this should be enough to top up everything they need. I'm also hoping they're going to take it from the bale trailer, but we may find that they don't. Let's see. Are they taking it from the bale trailer? Everything is skidding, which is not good. No, they are not taking it from there. Alright, well, despite the fact that I've just bought a lovely new way of handling bales, I am going to very quickly throw these guys off because I just need to make sure that they are being processed. There we go. And let's see, how did I end up there? So they have been topped up. Base food's better, power food, moisture food better. Okay. So the rest of these I will do off camera because I'm going to pick them up not using the bale trailer because it seems to be a disaster. Instead I'm going to be picking them up with the John Deere and delivering them directly. I think I would like to keep some, so I think the rest I'll put them into storage. Maybe in there. That would work. Anyway, the last job of today is to now go and make hay. As they say, make hay while the sun shines. So, I did already do quite a lot of time-lapsing today, so I'm going to go and get the hay started. When I'm about halfway through the field, I'll jump into a time-lapse and we can sort of do like we did with the semi-dry. I'll see you about halfway through.
Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start. Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we can feel it. Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it. That we can make the sun come out. Let's lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right? We're the only ones who can decide. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby,
And there we go, a lovely field of hay. Now, before the next episode, I will get it all rowed up so we're ready to do the baling straight away. And of course I'm going to get that grass cleared from the other field as well. But there we go. We have worked on many types of grass today. Fresh, conditioned, semi-dry, and hay. All of them have been in this episode. So, a bit of a demonstration of the maize plus grass types, I suppose. For now, though, have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.